Today on the net, organisations in the US are launching campaigns encouraging citizens to register to vote. 3 Vietnamese bloggers given heavy prison sentences, reactions online. And web users campaigning for the formal recognition of a new cloud variety. This song is called Let Your Voice Be Heard. It was posted on the internet by the Voter Participation Center, a US non-profit and non-partisan organization to encourage Americans to register to vote. With the presidential election fast approaching, all sorts of initiatives are emerging online, urging potential voters to ensure they've taken the steps required to be able to cast their vote on November 6th. Tuesday was even declared National Voter Registration Day, kicking off a huge awareness campaign across the country. The Headcount organisation, for example, enlisted well-known faces from the world of showbiz and posted photos like these ones to social networks to motivate web users to cast their vote. Other schemes like the Rock the Vote website are offering first-time voters help with all the administrative procedures. Administrative steps that can sometimes be completed via the web. Residents from a dozen or so states like California are permitted to register on the internet or via social media platforms. Initiatives to help ensure a healthy voter turnout for the 2008 presidential election. 6 million people, mostly young minority voters, didn't cast a ballot because they missed a registration deadline or didn't know how to register. Votes coveted by outgoing President Barack Obama, who over the past few days has also been encouraging citizens to register to vote. 3 Vietnamese bloggers were given lengthy prison sentences on Monday for anti-state propaganda. A trial lasting just several hours amid scrutiny, as the authorities have been intensifying repression of web users over the past few months. Reactions online. As soon as the verdicts were announced, numerous NGOs, starting with Reporters Without Borders, were quick to denounce the trial as a masquerade of justice, during which the right to defence was not respected. The organisation says the sentences are unfair and condemn the harassment of the 3 bloggers' friends and family, with a particular reference to the mother of Ta Phong Tan, who set fire to herself on July 30th to protest the detention of her daughter and the inevitable outcome of what she knew would be an unfair trial. The 3 convicted bloggers have been targeted by the authorities for weeks over their active involvement in a collaborative blog for free Vietnamese journalists, so the verdict came as no great surprise. The blog openly criticised the government, and the Prime Minister himself had recently slammed the site for spreading false information and inciting disturbances of public order. In view of these convictions deemed disproportionate, social networkers have been campaigning for the release of the jailed bloggers. Messages have been posted to Twitter urging users to show solidarity. Members of the English Pen Group, for example, are asking others to join them in writing to the Vietnamese authorities to lobby them to rethink the decision. The construction of the Eiffel Tower or Notre Dame Cathedral, the Paris 3D project, immerses you in the history of the City of Light by reconstituting some of its most famous monuments in 3 dimensions. Some buildings, which now stand in ruins, have even been virtually rebuilt for this trip back in time around the French capital. The project, put together by a company called Dassault Systèmes, takes the form of a website and a documentary series soon to be aired on television. Cloud spotters have named it Undulatus asperatus, a new variety of cloud first photographed in 2006 that looks like a fluffy blanket that covers part or all of the sky, and they now want it to be formally recognised by the World Meteorological Organization. They may have a hard task ahead of them, as the current cloud classification list hasn't been updated since 1951, but they have the support of many web users who have been posting photos of this particular cloud type to social networks to prove it does actually exist. A highly energetic mountain bike ride through a Russian forest. Here's Kirill Benderoni in action. A breathtaking display available to view in its entirety on all good video sharing platforms.